Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Imam Badawi, semester 5 at Muhammadiyah University Bogoraya, studying English Education Department. I live in a village that is now starting to become a city, namely Jasinga village. This video is my responsibility as a student in working on UTS. In this video, in this video, there are several discussions that we will look at, namely about how to teach writing. Previously, I did not mean to teach, but I also learned from this material. Okay, let's get straight to the material this time. There are several discussions, and the first, why teach writing? Why teach writing? And the second, how should teachers correct writing? And the third or the last, what can be done about handwriting? The first material is why teach writing. There are several reasons for teaching writing to students of English as a foreign language, including the first telling, language development, learning styles, and most importantly, writing as a skill in itself. Of these reasons, we will look at each one in turn. The first, reinforcement. Some students acquire language only verbally or orally, but most of us benefit greatly from seeing the language written down. Visual demonstration of language construction are important both for our understanding of how everything fits together and as an aid to remembering new language. Students often find it useful to write sentences using a new language as soon as they learn it. Second, language development. We cannot say for sure, but it seems that the actual process of writing, like the process of speaking, help us to learn over time. The mental activities we have to do took to compass a correct writing. Texts are part of an ongoing learning experience. And the third, learning style. Some students are very quick at understanding language just by looking and listening. For the rest of us, it might take longer for many learners time to think. Things took to produce language more slowly is invaluable. Writing such learns. It can also be a quick or reflective activity about the busyness and complexity of face-to-face in personal communication. And the fourth, writing as a skill. Of course, the most important reasons for teaching writing is because writing is a basic language skill. As important as speaking, listening, and reading, students need to know how to write letters, how to compose written reports, how to reply to advertisements, and soon how to write using electronic media. They need to know some specific rules of writing, portion, paragraph, punctuation, and other, and many other. Just as they need to know how to pronounce spoken English correctly, part of our job is to give them those skills. Okay, second material is how should teachers correct writing. Most students feel very discouraged if they get big pieces of writing that is under reading, underlining, and scribbles. This is a strong visual statement of the fact that their written English is poor. Of course, some written work is full of errors, but even in these cases, our correction can have a very demotivating effect. As well, or types of correction, teacher must strike a balance between being accurate and honest on to one hand and treating students sensitively and sympathetically on the other hand. There are several ways teachers can correct student writing. The first, tell student. By telling student therefore a particular piece of work they will under correct error in function or spelling or grammar and many other. This has to benefit. It makes student feel better, concrete on a particular aspect, and that limits correction. And another method that many teachers use is to agree on a list of written symbols, spelling as one or W and many other. When they find an error, they underline its silence and wrote the symbol in the machine. This makes the correction look less damaging. No matter how many errors you want to identify, it's a good idea to write a comment at the end of a piece of writing anything from that was great to this is a good story, but you should look back at your past usage. The last material, the final discussion, is what can be done about handwriting. Many countries do not use the same type of script as English. Students from these cultures while in English extremely difficult. They struggle with their expressive limitation and try to develop a completely new writing system at the same time. I know that word processing is becoming more common. There is less and less motivation for people to have good handwriting. Teachers are not in a position to ask students to change their handwriting style, but still prioritize neatness and legibility for students who have problems with English grade. Special classes or group sessions might have to be arranged to help them. In these classes, they can solve many examples of a particular letter, and the teacher can demonstrate the strokes needed to make the shape and where the letter begins. Writing from left, writing from left to right is difficult for some students. They can be asked to write in the aisle to give confidence, or they can be asked to imitate the letters on a lens paper that indicates the position. Maybe that's enough that I can say because I'm studying with no intention of patronizing. Thank you for your attention and thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe ya. Kurang lebihnya mohon maaf. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.